Look like this, feel like this. Look like this, feel like this. With Dreamwalk insoles, turn shoes that can be a pain into comfortable ones. Their soft cushioning support means you can look like this and feel like this. Dreamwalk.
Hello? It's Dr. Moreno's office. Can you come in to talk about your biopsy results and bring someone with you?
Sign up for the walk and raise money so no one has to walk alone.
Currently in our area, 73 degrees under cloudy skies. Today, mixed clouds and sun with scattered thunderstorms. High 78. Chance of rain 40%. Tonight, variably cloudy with scattered thunderstorms. Low 69. Chance of rain 50%. Saturday, scattered thunderstorms. High 81. Winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Out on what's happening in weather, how it happens, and why it's so freaking cold.
Weather Underground, weeknights at 6 on the Weather Channel.
The winds coming this way can cause some flooding, also this way from the sound. So going in here near Rodanthe, if you look, you can see some of these homes that are really right in it.
It's really starting to take a beating now, and it's only expected to get worse.
Take a look at this.
Wow! Look at that!
This is Weather Center Live. We're all here in the lab today as we look back on the week, some of the pictures, some of the video. The thing is with that, it's been amazing, but we could see more of those same pictures in the coming days. I'm Chris Warren, Bonnie Schneider, Dr. Greg Postel, and Jessica Arnold. Guys, what's catching your eye today?
Well, all this kind of wet weather that's moving up the coast is not really associated with a big storm that's rolling up that way. Jess and I were just talking about that.
You don't have to have a named storm to get named storm impacts, and that's what we're going to have this weekend.
The question is, will the impacts get worse by the time we get to the weekend for Saturday and Sunday?
And so we have to watch. This prolonged event is what we're looking at. Let's take a look at how this is all kind of shaping up, the setup for this. And it's really that combination of the high pressure and the low pressure here.
That's true. A high surf advisory is in place through Sunday evening for places like Virginia Beach and into where waves could reach as high as 9 feet. That's where we find our own Mike Seidel.
And you can see this is throughout parts of Delaware into North Carolina. You can see long fetch. So basically what this means, the winds are going over a big area for a long period of time. So it's the distance here, all this wind coming through, pushing the water, creating these waves, and as it does, it's going to be heading up into the beaches. Coastal flooding is going to be a possibility, and a concerned beach erosion, which we've already seen. And notice the day up here. I mean, we're looking at Sunday, Dr. Postel, so we've got days to come.
Yeah, I think that's about when it's going to peak, probably late Saturday, early Sunday for the highest water rises in the mid-Atlantic. But, you know, the weather's not going to be terrible either. The sun might poke out from now and then. That'd be kind of seductive. Don't go to the beaches, even though the weather might not be so bad.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, because a lot of the issues are coming from far away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Bonnie?
All right, well, a high surf advisory is in place through Sunday evening for places like Virginia Beach, where waves could reach as high as 9 feet. And that's where we find our own Mike Seidel. Mike?
And Bonnie, we're between two buildings, much like the wind being channeled into Virginia and North Carolina over the next several days. Look at the pool here. Look at the water and the splash over, the wind pushing that to the end of the pool. I want to take you out now, head out towards the beach, and you get a sense of the channeling effect. Look at the vegetation over there bending over. Now, the wind's really not that strong officially. We're gusting at about 15, 20 miles an hour at times. There are the flags with a stiff wind, and that's a northeast wind. That's an eroding wind. The beach behind me, and Bonnie, in about 10 minutes, will take you out to the beach, right out to the surf, and show you the impacts so far out there, impacts that will continue all weekend here in the Tidewater, Virginia. Bonnie?
Thanks, Mike. Look forward to hearing your report. And Chris, it's interesting to note what a difference a day makes in terms of what it looked like there yesterday to today.
Yeah, he had some sunshine for Mike yesterday. We go a few states down a little bit farther to the south, and we're still seeing some of the impacts from all of this mess along the eastern seaboard here. So let's take a look at some of that heavy rain, what it can do. This was some flooding in Columbia, South Carolina from yesterday. This was the scene. And if you look at the road, look at the water just rushing by and filling up the entire road in some cases. People having to kind of wade through, then getting off into some of the side areas, into the grass. Road subject to flooding, confirmed, as you can see right here. So especially when you know that it's possible, there's signs for it, you definitely want to avoid situations like this. So this was a look at some of that. I did see some record rainfall in some of these areas. Let's take a look at some more video here. And this shows you some of that street flooding here in Columbia, South Carolina. People coming to the aid of this person right here. So some very heavy rain associated with some of these storms. Again, not named storm, but we do have the potential for some big impacts. Here's the rain right now. And again, this isn't not coastal areas either. This is inland from the coast. And you can see some of that heavy rain as it moved through and some of the issues here caused by that very heavy rain, Bonnie.
Incredible pictures there. People being rescued. Definitely looking worse today than yesterday as we continue to take a look at what's been going on in South Carolina. Watching all this closely, but that's not the only thing that's been occurring in South Carolina. You can see some pictures of the wind in and around North and South Carolina at this time.
And Bonnie, we also know that storm spawned what is probably a tornado. It's looking at the pictures. That's a lot of meteorologists here at the Weather Channel. That's what we're thinking. However, the National Weather Service will be out there to confirm and possibly rate this. And that's going to come up at about 20 after the hour. We're going to take a closer look. We're going to break down some of the pictures, let you know what we're seeing when we look at this. Also, take a look at the radar as we go through.
Yeah, that'll be a very interesting thing to analyze and get a closer perspective on. We want to go to our tower cams now and show you what it looks like along the coast at different vantage points. This is Cape Hatteras on the left, Myrtle Beach on the right, and just below the Frying Pan Tower from explore.org. Kind of a neat shot to show you what the wind looks like out on the water. Definitely giving us that perspective of what we're expecting in terms of rough surf and rip currents, Chris.
Yeah, and that is something that's going to last again for days. We've already seen some of that. Dr. Greg Postel is here to take a closer look at what's going on. And what are you seeing? Is there anything specifically that stands out to you with this event?
Yeah, an east wind.
Big time, right?
I mean, you can see that pretty much everywhere on this map. It's not real strong, 10 to 20 miles per hour up and down the eastern seaboard, and some rain here. So there is a little bit of a storm system moving up, but it's not that strong a system really overall. It is the actual high pressure system that's over Maine that is drawing a lot of this wind on board, about like that. So let's show you some of these wave heights from some of the buoys, and they are up to 8 feet here just off the coast of Delaware, almost 9 feet. And you know what? This is just the beginning, because with the duration of this east wind, that's going to help the seas grow even stronger and taller. Let's have a look at some of these forecasts as we go through this afternoon through tonight. 10 to 15 foot swells. They'll probably break before they hit the shore, but still just offshore. They may even get up to 20 feet by, say, midday Sunday.
But the biggest waves offshore, but still pushing water.
That's the
continuously into the beaches.
Exactly. There are going to be some water rises above mean sea level, probably 3 or 4 feet, and in some places that's pretty rare. It hasn't happened that often. So we will have that rough surf and the beach erosion, coastal flooding, and rip currents. So don't go in the water. Even though places in New Jersey shore, it may not be raining, the sun may come out. Don't do it. The water's going to be really bad.
All right, Dr. Postel, thank you very much. Bonnie?
Well, coming up, we have details on the system and how it will affect the coast and the Northeast over the weekend.
This program brought to you by Toaster Strudel. Gooey, flaky, happy. This moment is perfect in every way. Just like my kid. Gooey, flaky, happy. Toaster Strudel. Now with more icing.
So what about that stock?
Actually knowing the kind of risk that you're comfortable with.
I'd steer clear. Straight talk, multiplied by 13,000 financial advisors. It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
Johnny, even after careers like ours, we're still going strong.
What's your secret, Richard?
Blue MU. It's got an active ingredient to relieve my muscle aches and joint pains. Blue MU. It works fast.
And you won't stink.
Make a wish!
Who wants cake?
She does. Get your flu shot at Rite Aid today, because your coworkers didn't.
Centrum brings us the biggest news in multivitamin history. A moment when something so familiar becomes something so new. Introducing new Centrum Vitamins, a multivitamin that contains a full spectrum of essential nutrients you enjoy like a mint. New Centrum Vitamins, the coolest way yet to get your multivitamins.
We're geeking out on what's happening in weather, how it happens, and why it's so freaking cool. Weather Underground, weeknights at 6 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 73 degrees under cloudy skies. Today, mixed clouds and sun with scattered thunderstorms. High 78. Chance of rain 40%. Tonight, variably cloudy with scattered thunderstorms. Low 69. Chance of rain 50%. Saturday, scattered thunderstorms. High 81. Winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
This kind of weather, all bets are off.